Hey, what's going on, guys? How are your meatballs? Malware Toten releases next week on July 15, 2021, and boy, do I have a juicy video for you guys, because today we received a brand new gameplay trailer for it, showcasing crucial parts of the map, the brand new CRBR-S wonder weapon with 4 confirmed variants, brand new terrifying bosses, our first look at the Mule kick machine that kills zombies. Yes, you heard that right, the machine itself kills zombies, the pack punch machine, brand new zombies hell changes to make the game more fun and less tedious overall, maybe even spelling the end of Doubletap before it even comes into the game, plus some more things introduced. Today we'll be talking about every single topic just noted and everything you need to know about that specific thing before you jump in to Malware Toten DLC 3, completely free for everybody, by the way, on all platforms at the same time on July 15, 2021 at 12 a.m. EST. Real quick, you have 5 seconds to drop a comment down below letting me know how badly you want to play Malware Toten. Hurry, or else you'll shit your fucking pants tonight while you're sleeping. So if you don't want to shit your pants, you better comment down below, let me know how excited you are on a scale of 1 to 10 to play Malware Toten. Also, remember what I told you guys? 97% of you that watch my videos over the last 3 months are not subscribed. So make sure you get, just go to your, your father's $2 and get a hammer, just start smashing your phone with it on the sub button to make sure you join the Meatball Army, where you get the most elite guides for every zombies map, including 60-second full Easter egg guides, videos covering leaks, rumors, news, unreleased info, and a ton more, anything and everything zombies. And sorry, we're gonna keep going. On that note, also make sure you hit that like button, as if we have 50 likes, I'll do something insane. 50 likes on this video, that is. I'll lower the amount of money to shave my head on my live stream to $100, which is a lot down from what it was previously at. I stream zombies every single night on Twitch at twitch.tv/JOEYMAGS123. It's completely free to come on over to Twitch and follow. Link down below in the description. I'll give you a shout out if you let me know you're from YouTube. Let's go. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing in this video is just taking about 45 seconds to recap everything, aka the blueprints released to this point for Malware Toten by Treyarch. So first things first, Treyarch had released blueprints for the CRBR-S wonder weapon, CRBR-S wonder weapon, we're just going to call it the Cerberus, the LT-53 KAZMIR dark Aether portal device, and KLAUS, a robotic man who is going to be similar to the Atom unit from Alpha Omega, if you guys remember that from Black Ops 4. Now the wonder weapon and KLAUS, whatever you want to call it, was shown in the trailer, while the KAZMIR was not, which we'll get into possibly why in a little bit, because there have been new confirmations about it today, actually. But now focusing on the wonder weapon in specific, we're going to now move into the new info and gameplay that we got today. Now, it's still not entirely clear on how the upgrades for the Cerberus, again, it's the CRBR-S, so we'll call it Cerberus, are going to work, but Treyarch notes that there are, and I quote, 4 total weapon variants at your disposal. Now, this could honestly mean many things. For example, it could be similar to the modular atomic disintegrator from Attack of the Radioactive Thing, DLC 3, for Infinite Warfare zombies. And for those of you guys who don't know what it is, you'll basically have a base version of it where you must do a mini quest to then continue to upgrade that same weapon and get its ultimate form. There's not different elemental variants of it per se, it's the same weapon that you just keep adding to. However, by just watching the trailer, it does seem that although what I said is possible, not that I was expecting it, it does seem unlikely, and that Treyarch just straight up meant that there will be 4 different kind of elemental versions of that wonder weapon within the map for us to use. Even by inspecting the blueprint for the weapon, there was a variant that was that wasn't even revealed in the trailer itself. So we're gonna have to wait and see what the exact deal is with the wonder weapon. We still have the dev talk coming up next week as well, so we're gonna find out more information like Mule kick, what the full deal with that is, what the deal is with the wonder weapon, get some Easter egg hints, storyline hints, and stuff like that. So I would wait until the dev talk next week to hear the full deal about the wonder weapon, but there definitely is at least one version of the wonder weapon that we did not see within the trailer. But again, what you could see in the trailer is the 2 different pistol forms of this wonder weapon, which seem to have some really similar effects to the gauntlets from Ancient Evil, from the plant gauntlet, the green one from Ancient Evil. It seemed to shoot out 3 bullets like that, which was pretty interesting. But yeah, it's probably not the same exact weapon in a different color. It probably is its own unique weapon. I just, from the trailer itself, I noted that it's pretty reminiscent of it, to say the least. Now, let's move on to the LT-53 KAZMIR dark Aether portal device thingy. Now, from its initial reveal, I told you guys what I believed it was going to be and how I believed it was going to function, aside from the description on the blueprint itself, right? And again, this device is indeed officially confirmed to now be a buildable item on the map. They confirmed that today, but it was not shown off in the trailer, and I believe they're just holding it back for the basic reason of it being a surprise. And as a reminder, how the device functions is that once you throw it down, it sucks stuff up into the dark Aether portal, right? You throw it down, it shoots out a dark Aether portal, and then anything around it, it'll suck up into a dark Aether portal. Even the player itself, meaning you yourself, if you want to jump into the portal, you can do that. It won't suck you in, but if you want to jump into the portal, you can do that, and you can use it to teleport yourself to another part of the map. Literally just the exact same way pretty much that the Gersh device worked, except for obviously didn't teleport things to the dark Aether. Now, my strong hunch since its reveal was that it was definitely going to be used as part of the main Easter egg quest, right? Maybe even multiple times, especially since it's a buildable. And I still think that's going to be the case. I think even more so now. Like they seem to be holding it back, which is very interesting. But regardless, really cool stuff going on there with the LT-53 KAZMIR device, the new Gersh device, if you want to call it that. And I cannot cannot wait to see exactly how it functions in game and what that functionality is going to be and what its role is going to be in the Easter egg. Because I really think it's going to have at least one role in that main Easter egg. Now, moving forward, did you forget to sub? Yeah, I know you did. Yeah, I know you did it on purpose. I know you didn't sub on purpose, but it seems the sub button is really lonely. It wants some attention. So could you help it out by making sure that it says subscribed with notifications turned on? Thanks. Next, we're going to be talking to you about Mule Kick. The Mule Kick perk machine was shown in the trailer and actually received a complete overhaul in which the machine now has guns blasting out of it that shoots bullets at nearby zombies. Like, what the heck, right? The Mule Kick machine literally shoots at zombies. That's awesome. However, nothing else about the actual perk was revealed, so although we have a great perk machine to look at and see in the trailer, we'll just be waiting a little bit longer, probably again next week, right during or before the dev talk, to hear exactly what the brand new Mule Kick does via its perk upgrades. Obviously, at its base ability, it gives you 1 extra weapon slot, so a total of 3 weapons. Alright, so now let's move into the bosses from Aether to Toten. We see that there's 3 new enemy types, kind of, sort of. First, we'll discuss the Kranzy Soldat. Yes, this is another Panzer, and from the looks of it, it's going to be the same one from Outbreak, so stay on your toes. But that's not all, though. By watching the trailer, you actually realize that there's something missing in the map. And obviously, I'm not talking about the Panzer. The Panzer is the Panzer. It's going to probably be the same thing from Outbreak, like I said. But I'm talking about something different now. If you watch a trailer, there's something notable in the other zombies maps that's not notable in this trailer. There are no dogs in the map. And instead, they are replaced with these red Ethereum-invested zombies that seem to also possibly be super sprinters. I don't know. We aren't sure yet. But these things definitely seem to be set to replace the dogs on the map and seem very, very terrifying. There's even one shot in the trailer which, you know, it seems to be that the sky goes red while a bunch of these are spawned in. So I think it's very fair to say that my assumption that these are replacing the dogs is correct, although we haven't had official confirmation just yet. Lastly, you notice that these weird Megaton-like mimic hybrid things, whatever you want to call them, these weird pricks are also appearing in the trailer at some point. We have no idea what or who he is or she is or whatever the heck it is. He seems to also only be shown in the trailer around the Pack-a-Punch machine. At least that's what I seem to pick up. They didn't really put much emphasis on him, so who knows what the heck that could mean? Is it possible that this guy could even be our final boss? Who knows? Maybe that actually, or maybe the boss is in the Pack-a-Punch area for all we know, but maybe that actually was the boss area. Maybe they were showing us the final boss. Who knows? It's just very odd to me that he seems to not be as prevalent in the trailer as the other stuff. The Panzers, the zombies, they show the Pack-a-Punch a few times. They showed they show the Mule Kick, right? They showed a few different areas, some repeating, some bosses repeating, but they only showed this guy pretty much once, max twice, but barely even at all. So we shall see exactly what this guy's role is, especially since they didn't put so much emphasis on his appearances. Now, since I just mentioned Pack-a-Punch, let's now talk about that real quickly, and then we can use that as an opportunity to then talk about the overhaul, transitioning to that weapon/zombie overhaul to the health in Cold War that may actually mean the end for Doubletap, like I said earlier, before it even actually sees the light of day, and it also affects the weapons in the game directly as well in a sense. So, digressing, Pack-a-Punch seemed to be shut down within the trailer. If you guys noted that, it seemed to be shut down maybe, and there were a bunch of zombies floating around it in a ring, potentially hinting that we may have to go through a mini lockdown in order to unlock it. For example, we may have to run up to the Pack-a-Punch machine and just like interact with it, then the zombies fall, and we have to kill the glowing purple zombies, and maybe even a mini boss. And once we do that, we have access to the Pack-a-Punch machine, right? Not confirmed, just an idea of mine. I think that would make sense based off of the ring of zombies around the Pack-a-Punch. Now, if you guys do have any other creative thoughts onto what this could potentially be, why those zombies could be floating around the Pap ring, if anything at all, let me know down below in the comment section, but that's my best guess onto what could be going on there. And okay, let's move on now, but we are close to the end of the video. Just wanted to note that, so once again, if you're not subscribed, definitely make sure you're subscribed. We have just one more section remaining, the massive overhaul for Cold War Zombies. Today, Treyarch announced that Black Ops Cold War Zombies will be receiving an overhaul not only to some of the weapons, but to the zombies in order to satisfy the community's ask to make the game less tedious and make weapons feel more powerful. We'll discuss the exact changes separately, but first to the minor changes. Sniper rifles will be receiving critical damage multiplier buffs, more stock ammo, and higher damage. So basically what they're saying there is that they're actually going to make sniper rifles more attractive for people to use, because although they are definitely powerful now, they aren't necessarily the greatest thing and the most practical thing in the world to use. So they're giving us even more incentive by increasing that headshot damage, giving us more ammo at its base, and increasing that overall damage in general. So very interesting stuff. We'll have to wait and see how that affects the bosses and stuff, but I think in general, this is great that this is happening. I still don't think sniper rifles are going to be the move, but I'm happy to see that they're at least making these changes. Awesome stuff. Next, melee weapons have been buffed in their triple Pack-a-Punch form with increased damage multipliers to make them much better at higher rounds. Obviously really, really cool. Meleeing in Cold War Zombies is really fun, especially with the fact that we can upgrade our melee weapons now. Just awesome stuff going on there. And thirdly, in terms of the minor changes, all weapons will retain their previous weapon buffs from Season 3, I believe Treyarch mentioned, meaning that despite all of this stuff to be discussed, weapons weapons will not be any worse to match the other buffs and nerfs in the game, right? They're not going to nerf the weapons to bring them in line with everything else. No, all the changes made are intended to make the time to kill faster and gameplay overall more satisfying in Cold War Zombies. So as powerful as the weapons are now, they will retain as powerful as they are, and it'll be a nice trickle down effect to or with the other stuff. So secondly, Treyarch did make more offensive buffs, right? But to equipment, support, and field upgrades, all of them have been rebalanced with zombies health scaling to make them better for longer, and just in general to make them more effective. So for example, let's take something like the chopper gunner. They didn't mention exact specifics just yet, but the chopper gunner, for example, they'll make that more powerful. That's what the support equipment would be. They also mentioned that a few field upgrades will also get some buffs to make everything not only more viable, but actually more appealing, more attractive to even want to use, which once again is just really, really awesome. But that finally brings us down to our third and most important point right here. Treyarch has stated that the basic zombies health cap has been reduced from plus 300% at higher rounds down to just plus 100%. That's insane. That's a minus 200% reduction at max for zombies health, which is so awesome to see. Next, special enemies have seen max health reduced from up to 100% to only 50%. Elite health, the elite boss's health, have been reduced to plus 25% from 100%, and HVTs have been reduced all the way down to plus 10% health from 100% health. What? Also, there's been a reduction in zombies armor and health and heavy enemies by 30%. This is all massive, as it essentially means that as the rounds go higher, all enemies will get stronger by just smaller amounts now, capping out at much smaller health thresholds than they previously would. And this means that they'll be easier to kill for the rest of the game, no matter what round you go to, once each respective zombie reaches its max health cap. And that is pretty much it. Many people are super excited for this health nerf to be made, because not only is it going to make Mauer Toten more enjoyable at its core, but it's going to allow us to go back and replay D Machina, Firebase C, and sure, Outbreak and Onslaught if we want, but mainly Firebase C and D Machina, to go ahead and go for those higher rounds. Hey, if you're still struggling with, although these are the easiest Easter eggs we've ever seen, even if you're still struggling with these, it's going to make stuff even easier for you now, right? And although you may say that may be a bad thing, if you guys actually go for higher rounds in Cold War Zombies now, it's just the most annoying, boring, tedious thing. So to see these changes, that's really awesome. They're really listening to the community, and I'm so satisfied with what we're getting here for Cold War Zombies. And again, just because these are made doesn't mean that Doubletap's not coming into the game, but as I told you guys throughout many different videos, it just seems that Treyarch is doing everything in their power to avoid adding Doubletap to the game. And just because I'm saying that again doesn't mean that it's not going to come. I just think it seems very evident that they don't want to add it to the game. So who knows, maybe if these changes really aren't that big of a deal, which they obviously are going to be if you just hear the sheer numbers, but maybe it'll come at some point. But I honestly don't see it coming to the game, especially after hearing how drastic these changes are. That is it though, my friends. Thanks for watching. Once again, make sure if you did enjoy the video, if you are excited for Mauer Toten, and if you want the most elite guides and videos on the YouTubes for COD Zombies, hit that like button, subscribe to join the Meatball Army, and peace out.
I've been wishing for some better days. Could you listen? No, why can you stay?